another edition of Dino's Deep Dank Dark Web with a celebrity comedian on the line, Sebastian Maniscalco. He's coming to the Desert Diamond Casino's Diamond Center on Friday, August 30th. Sebastian, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Hey,
really looking forward to the gig.
Well, you know, I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to call you a handsome man, frankly, because you and I look alike.
Oh, is that why? Is that the only reason you're calling me handsome?
That's right. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like looking in a mirror, really. I was watching your Netflix special a couple weeks ago, and my wife said that we could be brothers. In fact, you look more like my brother than my actual brother.
That's funny. Like all Italians apparently look alike. Yeah. Well, I'm. Thanks for the compliment, and I got to look you up online to see what you look like now.
Yeah, I got the eyebrows just like you, and sometimes my eyes bulge out a little bit, especially when I get excited when I'm talking with my hands. So I got to say congratulations to you, first of all. You have a brand new baby boy, Caruso Jack Maniscalco, born June 15th, correct?
Yeah, thanks. Little baby boy, 7 weeks old. I got a 2.5-year-old daughter, so the house is really, really, it's just an exciting time in our lives, having kids. And, of course, with having kids comes material. Me going to the ballet class with my daughter, taking her to toddler groups, interacting with other parents is all good fodder for stand-up. So as my life kind of progresses and changes, so does the act. So people always say, hey, is this the same thing we saw on Netflix? I'm like, no, this is all new material. My material kind of changes with my lifestyle. So, yeah, I'm always keeping it fresh and new.
That's how you'll be able to tell which Netflix special you're watching. Oh, this is the one where the kids were in the Terrible Twos. Oh, okay, yeah. That's how you're going to keep track of your career. Right. And your last Netflix special came back out in January, Stay Hungry, and you had one before that as well. Is Netflix kind of like the new HBO, where you had to have an HBO special if you were a major comedian? Netflix is kind of that standard now, right?
Yeah, I mean, like every 3 to 5 years, there's like a new hot platform that you're supposed to be a part of, whether it be HBO and then subsequently Netflix. But now, Apple and Amazon and Hulu, all these people are getting into the game, and now with Disney Plus, who knows what's going to be the new hot thing. But yeah, Netflix has been really good as far as opening my audience to different countries and possibly touring internationally. So yeah, Netflix is hot right now.
All right, so people may know you from that big viral clip you had on the internet a while back about having company. And it's a great bit, but it's also like one of those bits that, like, were you surprised, like, no one had kind of stumbled upon that before? And is it, like, kind of hard to write those maybe obvious bits, but, like, they are so, they're so universal and so true, right?
It's funny. I've been doing that bit for a while. 2012, it came out on Showtime, and it's been online for a while. And then all of a sudden, you never know how this thing actually happens with a video going viral. Somebody shares it. Next thing you know, it's like wildfire. So I think it's happened about 2016. The video kind of caught some traction, and I didn't even really know what was happening. I didn't know why I was getting a lot of followers until I saw someone. I didn't even post the video. Someone had posted it on their page, and then it caught fire that way. So those bits always, when you're writing them or when you're telling them, you don't think they're going to go viral, or you don't think anything of it, just the fact that it's funny. And I find that those relatable bits that I do, those are the ones that really resonate with a lot of people, because they're observational. That bit is so multi-generational that the kids could relate to it now, and their parents could relate to it growing up, and everybody in between. So I think that's why that bit really resonated with people.
Now, obviously, a comedian that has kind of transcended those multi-generational type audiences, Jerry Seinfeld. You were just recently on Comedians in Cars getting coffee with him, I believe, for the second time. Was this the second time you were on with him?
Yeah, we did scooters this time.
Yeah.
First time we did a car, and yeah, he's been good to me over the years. Jerry, I met at a Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, and became quick friends with him, and it really took a liking to what I was doing. Of course, I've been a big fan of Jerry since his stand-up days, and
right.
then of course his TV show, and a guy that's kind of been there, done that, and nice to have a guy like that to kind of call and ask for advice, and also just be a friend.
Oh, sure. Now, how cool were those scooters that he got you? Those Italian motor scooters?
Well, yeah, he had the older one, which was really difficult to drive. So thank God he got me the newer model, where that's all you basically have to do is crank the gas on your hand and you go. But yeah, it was cool going around New York City with Jerry Seinfeld, hitting some Italian places. We went for a sandwich, for coffee, and
yeah.
And it's always a good time hanging out with Seinfeld.
Now, is it hard not to do the Jerry Seinfeld bits or quote right to his face? I mean, like the no soup for you when you're in a restaurant. It's like right there. But I mean, I'm sure he would probably hate that. He probably would just shut you down immediately, right?
Yeah, he's the type of guy that's very honest. He'll be like, I hate when people kind of repeat my bits to me, so I'm not going to do it to him.
Right.
So, as a comedian, you're like, okay, it's flattering to have somebody like tell you your joke, but then, when they keep going on and on and on, it's like, okay,
right.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I was there the first time.
Yeah.
So, big news, you are going to be hosting the 2019 MTV Video Music Awards coming up on Monday, August 26th, a couple days before you're here in Tucson. How did you get this gig, and will there be any actual music videos played during the ceremony?
Yeah, they came to me. They wanted an unfiltered look at the VMAs through my eyes. They liked the fact that I was kind of fish out of water. It's something that it's a big challenge to me. It's a different audience. It's music, but I'm going to kind of bring my brand of humor to the whole thing. And we've been working really hard on a monologue to start the show. So, yeah, it's something that for me is nostalgia. I grew up on MTV. Never thought I'd be hosting the award show, and
right.
here I am. And hosting one of the biggest nights in music, so super amped about it, and can't wait to see what happens.
Will there
live too? I've never done anything live.
Oh, really? Okay. So will there be like any Jersey Shore reference? Because obviously those guys are all Italian. Will there be some kind of like musical number maybe with you guys? I mean, I don't know.
No, none of that. This is straight stand up, yeah, I don't know who's going to be there. It's like I said, it's going to be live, so a lot of stuff is going to be kind of in the moment, and
sure.
Those are always the funniest moments.
So, as you say, you're very busy. You've got the VMAs coming up. You're on tour, and you've got the new member to your family, and you are big in movies now as well. Where do you find the time for all this? I mean, you were in the Oscar-nominated Green Book, and then you have this like Italian, wet dream movie coming up here this fall, the Irishman. It's a Martin Scorsese film. It's got De Niro, Pacino, Pesci. I mean, where do you find the time to film something like this?
Yeah, it's been really busy the last 3 or 4 years for me with the movies, the books, the podcast, the
right.
touring, and the family. But yeah, I try to balance it all, not overload myself. I do these things when I could dedicate, myself 150% to the project, and it might seem like it's a lot of time, but sometimes the movie shoots 3 or 4 days, and we kind of work it around the tour. But I took the summer off to be with my family, and now we're ramping it back up in August with the tour and the VMAs, and I'm shooting another movie called Spinning Gold. It's about Casablanca Records in the 1970s. I'm playing Giorgio Moroder.
Oh, wow.
Who's basically the father of disco. So, yeah, it's everything that I'm doing right now is very calculated and things that I feel really passionate about. So, yeah, there's a lot on my plate, but I'm having fun doing it.
Now, with this Irishman movie, what is the character that you're playing, and how long does it take for him to get killed?
Playing Crazy Joe Gallo, and I don't know exactly. I haven't seen any of the movies, so I don't know the order or which things happen. I don't even know. I shot some scenes, and it's just one of these things where I'm as anxious as everybody else to see the movie to see how it's all going to play out. So it was something working with Scorsese, De Niro,
wow.
Pesci, and it's just like it's like Italian superheroes. Yeah.
And of course, did you do any impressions for them, or they would just punch you in the face, or at least have you killed?
I didn't do anything. I didn't speak unless spoken to. So I just minded my own business, and hope I did a good job.
Sebastian is not sleeping with the fishes. That's good. Sebastian,
No.
so you're coming here to the Dirty Tea of Tucson, Arizona. What can people expect from the live show?
Yeah, just a lot of family material, also observational material is what I'm kind of known for. All the physicality of facial expressions, but very, very heavily concentrated on family life, and I'm looking forward to it because it seems to be really working well in a lot of cities, and especially here at the Comedy Store where I'm working out a lot of material in Los Angeles. So yeah, that's kind of the synopsis of the show.
You're pretty much going to be inescapable for the next several months. So if you somehow miss Sebastian, he's got a book called Stay Hungry. He's got his Sirius XM Raw Dog channel show, The Pete and Sebastian Show. Again, he's coming out in The Irishman, the Martin Scorsese film with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, this fall as well. And then, of course, he's hosting the VMAs, and he'll be right here in Tucson on August 30th at the Desert Diamond Casino's Diamond Center. Once again, Sebastian Maniscalco, thanks so much, dude.
Thanks for having me on. I'll see you soon. Take care. Take care.